Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another review of my previous channel. I think it's also called Attack of the Fishmen. Ringo Starr's wife, Barbara Bach, stars in Screamers. Let's check it out. Cameron Mitchell's bringing these two to some treasure on an island.
And what we come after, I made no promises to you about the treasure.
So anyway, these two explore the cave and they immediately find some dead bodies. But in the hand of one of those bodies, they find this gold cross. Treasure! This poor guy's gonna lose his head. Somehow he loses the girl, and now he loses his life. Cameron Mitchell is next. Will they get Samantha? What do you think? It's too early for a final girl survivor. Cut away to a boat. A prison ship has sunk.
That's right, I will.
One guard and a few prisoners survive. Their little lifeboat ended up finding an island in the night. Somehow they all got separated. They also found some green goo and a dead body.
Not going to come back.
But here's our survivors. One guard, 4 prisoners. If we've learned anything about this island, you should not wander off alone. Although sometimes it's not safe sticking together either. Down to 3 people.
Like somebody's been using it for some kind of rites.
They do find some signs of civilization.
I wonder what happened to the bodies.
Mrs. Ringo Starr herself, Barbara Bach.
Thank you.
Stay where you are.
Edmund Rackham, the owner of the island.
Claude DeRoss, medical officer on the frigate La Cayenne, which sank about a week ago. Doctor? And these 2 gentlemen?
The lovely Miss Bach takes a bath. So they spend the night. Then we see Barbara Bach's character, Amanda, get on a horse late at night for some reason. Why, you may ask? Well, she's going down to the ocean, to where the fishmen are, the sea monsters, where she promptly feeds them some sort of liquid. What the hell's going on here? Then she leaves the fishmen and gets followed by this guy. But the attack is thwarted by the fishmen that she just fed. I guess they protect her. So one of the prisoners, Jose, wanders around and finds Rackham's boat in a cave. A little later, another fishman attack. Claude wants some answers from Rackham.
Nightmares don't have sharp claws. There is something living in the swamps out there, and it attacked me.
Well, he shows them Amanda's father. He's a scientist of some sort but he's sick. Since Claude is a doctor.
Claude's looking after him. Seems to be a very good doctor. Just what I needed. So for the time being, he's in no danger.
What work? Tell me, what is it you have to finish? What is it you have to finish?
Save your strength, Professor.
Rackham takes him to that boat that he has, and they lower themselves underwater,
God. What is it?
where they find the lost city of Atlantis.
Looking at a city of the lost continent of Atlantis. Establish a relationship with them. Communicate with them. Yes, the creatures. Your God knows what. They're the only ones capable of recovering the treasure.
So it's too deep for man to go, but the creatures can go, and they keep taking tons of treasure out for this guy.
He gives them the old man's secret potions. As a result, she's perfectly safe with them and they trust her. Absolutely.
And you're worried that if the old man dies, she won't go on helping you.
They find the scientist's secret laboratory. Is he creating fishmen? So he's taking living bodies, turning them into fish monsters.
Everything how right you are, Doctor.
There'll be no future for you.
Things are going to start to unravel now. He rides off with Amanda. Keeps Claude trapped. All hell is breaking loose on the island now.
Your creator is dead, and she is in my power. So you will obey me.
He starts shooting the fishmen. And then like the whole island starts to collapse. Claude manages to escape, and he has to go rescue Amanda, of course. The fishmen actually help Amanda and Claude escape, while the island goes to shit.
They saved us. I knew they would.
Look! They see us.
That's our film. Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another re-review of my previous channel. We're going to watch the one on the right here. Roddy Piper, Hell Comes to Frogtown. Let's check it out. Alright, let's talk about Screamers. This is a movie that you probably saw on video store shelves in the mid-'80s. I know I saw it. Practically every video store in town had Screamers. It was a Vestron tape, or was it Sony? No, I think it was Vestron. And I don't know, it was a horror movie. So I brought it home and I watched it and I taped it. I think I had it on a beta tape, a Sony tape. That's what the Sony was. It was a Sony beta tape with Scream Time, Screamers, and I think After Hours, the Griffin Dunn movie. So anyway, this is a movie, apparently it had a foreign release under the title Island of the Fishmen, which I believe is getting a Blu-ray reissue very soon from some company. I have the Scorpion version of Screamers here, which is basically the same movie that was on videotape in the 80s. It was released under another title too, like something from the dark or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, the first like 12 minutes of this movie were actually filmed separately and had nothing to do with the rest of the film. It was Cameron Mitchell is like this captain in 1891 bringing some people to this island. They go into this cave and then they get attacked by creatures and they die. Anyway, fast forward to, I don't know, a little later, I guess, I don't know, on the island again. And this time we have a prison ship which sank, and the prison guard and like maybe 6 or 7 inmates survive. They end up reaching an island where all but 2 of them die. They get attacked by some sea monster type things. So we have the guard and 2 prisoners left. They make it to this big house on the island, this mansion-like guy. And this guy lives there with this scientist guy and the scientist's daughter, played by Barbara Bach. You might know her as Miss Ringo Starr. And there's some natives there too. Turns out, we find out through the course of this here that this rich guy on the island has this scientist guy. He's using this drug to keep these fishmen, these sea monsters, addicted. And what these sea monsters are doing for them is apparently this island is right above the lost continent of Atlantis. And at depths of 2,000 feet, there's like temples and things down there under the water. Human beings can't reach them in 1891, but the fishmen can. So he keeps them addicted to this drug so that they will fish out all the gold and stuff for him. And they've been doing that for years, perhaps. He's got this gigantic room which is filled with gold and everything else you can imagine. However, the doctor or the scientist guy is like sick now. The prison guard like is a doctor apparently, so he's helping the scientist man stay alive. And we find out what the scientist is actually doing. He's taking the bodies of people, turning them into fishmen. And so he's trying to claim that these are like the lost or ancestors of the lost people of Atlantis. But I don't think they are. I think it's just basically he's creating drug-addicted fish people from the bodies of other people. I don't know if he's reanimating them or if they were just getting them before they died. I'm not exactly sure. But it seemed to be like they worked on this one guy, this prisoner named Jose, who I believe died. He comes back to life as a fisherman later on. So anyway, all this gets found out. The rich guy is basically selfish, and he wants to keep all this for himself, but he needs the scientist to stay alive to do that. However, then all hell breaks loose. The scientist gets shot by the rich guy, and next thing you know, the island is on fire. There's lava flowing everywhere. The fishmen are attacking, but the fishmen have some sort of kinship toward the scientist guy who kind of created them, as well as his daughter. So they basically help the daughter and the prison guard doctor guy get away on a little raft of some sort. And as the island basically blows up, explodes, everybody dies except these two that got off. And then it ends with them basically flagging down a schooner that was going by, and that's how our movie ends. There you go, Screamers. A little bit of gore. I think there might have been a brief nude scene from Barbara Bach. She does wear some nice clothing throughout this film as well. The opening scene had Mel Ferrer and Cameron Mitchell in it, but they're not in the rest of the movie at all. But you know what? It's a cheap little movie, but I always liked this one. I don't know why. It just kept my interest. It wasn't boring. It just kept going along. And yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. So there you go. I don't know. Did you think the same way? I know I did. Anyway, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. I'll leave a link to the Scorpion Blu-ray down below. Like I said, again, there is another Blu-ray coming. I think I saw like a coming soon for a call under the title Island of the Fishmen, which may or may not be this version. Maybe they'll have both versions. I don't know. Like I said, the Screamers version was just kind of made for the USA with that extra 13, 12 minutes added on at the beginning with Cameron Mitchell and such. They're not in the rest of the film at all. So, but anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. Screamers, watch it. Bye.